Jesus is the best man that ever lived because he was Jesus and Christ. There are 3 reasons I want to bring out. Why? Number 1, Jesus is the only man that shared in the life of God. Sharing in the life of God made him King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Sharing in the life of God made him Son of God. Jesus had a life that can end. So he is an ambassador of that life. And there is no other man that way. Except by the time God takes another nature to fulfill prophecy about his return, he will incarnate lion and then incarnate a man. In that order. But it is what you share with God that you establish your life on, or a pastor your ministry on. If you go to a church, or if you want to relate with an altar, find out what the man of God is sharing with God. What the man of God is sharing with God. Now, because the ministry of that man is established on what the man is sharing with God. What the woman is sharing with God. Jesus is sharing the life of God with God. And he established the messianism of the suffering servant on that life. So he said, I came to give you the life I shared with God, to make you sons of God. So he was preaching the word of that life, the life he shared with God. If a man is always doing prophecy, maybe he shared gift only with God. There are people that are not even sure of what they shared with God. This afternoon, I share immortality with God. The mystery of second coming of Christ. So I share immortality with people. I share the brightness of immortality. The royal brightness of King of Kings and Lord of Lords. What do you share with God? The way God treats you is controlled by what you share with him. When Jesus died, because he shared life with God, he didn't want someone that shared life with him to remain in the grave. And Jesus gave everything. Sharing life. Sharing life with God. Why will I die when all I share with God is immortality? Why? The light. Why will I be an ordinary preacher when I'm already sharing the brightness of eternal royalty with God? Are you joking with sharing? If you want to share with a being, you should be able to know what are you sharing with that being. And what do you have to share? Sharing life with God made him the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He shared life so that he will not die. There is something I would have shared the other day, I want to share now, on the sacred discipleship and power. Somebody says sacred discipleship. I can't hear you. Now, if you look up here, I'm going to give you this gift. If a spirit wants to make you powerful, he will start a sacred relationship. If a spirit wants to give you something that is important to him, the spirit will start a sacred discipleship. The disciple, what I mean by discipleship, the Spirit will start relating with you, giving you power that will enable you. Keep that thing he wants to give you. I said the Spirit will start a discipleship, an impartation. Something that will enable you. Something that will enable you to keep that thing that is about to give you. He will take you into inner sanctuary because he's about to give you something important and he must make you ready. He wants to give you power, but he must make you ready for power. He wants to give you money, but he must make you ready for money. He wants to give you all manner of riches, expose you to glory, but he will make you ready through discipleship. Discipleship is imparting you, trying to put his nature in you, and then teach you ordinance that can make you control that thing. I call it sacred because it is not meant for everybody. There was no place that great anointing came on people, great riches came on people, without a discipleship that should produce a character. A discipleship of do's and don'ts, an impartation or transformation that can enable